stream, so this is new to me. But say hello if you're watching this. Let me know if there's anything going on so I can, there we go. That should work a little better. Okay. I'm really excited today because we're going to be doing one of my meals. I'm going to show you what I do. And I don't do these all the time, these meal kits, right? Comment below. Have you ever done a meal kit? You know, do you like meal kits? Or are you just curious about meal kits? Because we've got all the answers. And I've got my helper. You just stole a cucumber and dropped it on the floor. Did you not like that cucumber? Okay. So, because it's seasoned, she wasn't expecting it. Hey, this is actually everyplate. Have you guys heard of everyplate before? Everyplate is one of the cheaper ones of the meal kits. We've done a lot. We've done HelloFresh. We've done Green Chef. Pretty much think I've done them all. So I'm going to show you this meal, and I'm going to show you like my recommendations. But I will say everyplate, it's a cheaper one. So some of the other ones, your meal like come in a bag, like all the things you need. And so what I've noticed is the cheaper you get on the meal plans, the more prep you have to do. Pretty much. So some of the nicer ones like have all these veggies cut for you, all these things. Where with this one, I had to do a lot of my own chopping. But everyplate is not officially gluten-free, but I've had good luck with it. I'm seeing someone commented and I can't read it. Okay, yes. Okay, great. Yes. Hopefully this will be helpful. So this one, though, it actually even sent gluten-free soy sauce, which I was really surprised about. But you can just be smart. Everything's bagged. So if I have something with gluten, like bread, it's completely bagged. But most of the meals, I can just choose gluten-free ones. We've been fine. Don't guarantee it for everyone, but we've been fine. So they send them like this. You have the pictures, all the things here, and super easy what to do. This has actually been great for like Ariel to start cooking. She's been cooking on and off. But I also love it because I learn new techniques and new sauces and new things. So normally, there's a dog doing toast behind me. Miriam, I did say the dog could not eat any food, but normally I'm not very good at adding like a lot of sauces to things. Do you guys know what I mean? So yeah, what's my favorite one? Okay, I'll share that more at the end. Okay, I'm going to share what my favorite one is at the end because I try not to get distracted. Totally. Yeah, so I love how this gives me more sauces. So let me show you this meal. This one's called Sweet Umami Beef Bowls. Now, I messed up. I saw to cut the carrot, and I didn't realize it was supposed to be raw, and I threw it in with my meat. Oh, well. So here, you don't want to be in my video? In here, I have my meat with onions, garlic, and carrots. Now, they did send me ponzu sauce, but their ponzu sauce had gluten, so I just did like soy sauce on there. And then they had me, and this is what I noticed with these meal kits, they teach you how to like season stuff. So these are cucumbers, but they have lime juice and salt, and then I put a little pepper on them too. So there'll be a little like more flavor. So a lot of times these meal kits, I learn to add like season everything. Then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make the sauce that they recommend with it. So I have a little bit of chopped garlic. Is the puppy outside? Okay. He's playing? Oh, good. Her stuffed animal. So I'm going to put in some mayo, and I do have this nice stuff. It's on our taste is meh, but I know it's a lot better for us than some other options. On this kit, some things like mayo, they want you to have. So this is also, again, a cheaper kit. Usually in a lot of the other kits, they would provide the mayo, something like that. But salt, pepper, and like butter and oil, they always expect you to have that most of the time. And then they actually sent me packets of sriracha, but I am just going to use my own sriracha because then I can save the little packets of sriracha for a later time. Oh, Blue Apron. Okay, good to know. What did you think of Blue Apron? I would love to hear. So I'm going to put in some sriracha, and it says to taste. I'm going to do more because this is mostly going to be me using it. One of the things with the meal kits is that a lot of times they are more fun flavors, which I like, but not necessarily my kids. But one of the reasons I do meal kits is when I've been feeling bleh with what we've been eating. And I want something new. I want something fun. I just feel in a rut. The meal kits really help with that. So that's a big goal of what I'm doing. And so I'll simplify things and have it spread out and then give the kids like the boring version and I get the fun version. Do you guys hear me? Anyone else? Kind of make their meal more fun. I'm going to just put in a pinch of salt because I usually add a pinch of salt to things. So that is my sauce. So again, like if I'm just throwing together a meal, I don't usually do sauce. Anyone else? Okay, I've got my sauce there. Here's the other thing I wouldn't normally do. I'm coming back. Okay, so they had me grate a bunch of lime zest. So we made rice, right? This is basically a rice bowl. Yeah, I keep a lot of my favorite recipes too. Yes, totally. They told me to put the lime into the rice, right? And then do some lime juice. So you see how it's just fun little extra that really doesn't cost more, but then it's like, ooh, I'm eating lime rice. No plain boring rice here. But it's really simple. So again, these are techniques that then later I'm like, oh, I could do that without the recipe. So I love to save these like guides and then I can just be like, okay, this is what I need to order, just buy at the store or to mix them up. So I do save my favorite ones. Some are like, I don't need to save them. They're pretty simple. Okay. So let's make our bowl here of food. Where's my fork? Fluff the rice with a fork, right? And this kit, like a lot of other ones, does jasmine rice. I don't usually buy jasmine rice, but I do really like jasmine rice. Anyone else? Do you have a favorite rice? Fun. Okay. So, and this is super simple. And I'll talk a little more about what kits I like. I'm almost done here. But just so you guys can see the food put together, right? The rice bowl. Then we got the meat. And again, these carrots were supposed to be raw on the side, and I totally just cooked them. So I'm not a very good rule follower. Anyone else? I just didn't see it. And then I'm putting my marinated cucumbers. But this would be kind of like mimicking a Bahi sandwich. Cucumbers. And then they love green onions. Anyone notice this? Meal kits, they love green onions because they have you cut the top of the green onion for garnish. And the whites, they have you cook in a meal. Stuff I learned. And then, of course, my sauce. So I'm just going to drizzle. Okay, that looks a lot better in my picture. Jasmine rice is the best, right? It really is. Totally. So now, honestly, I'm probably going to add to this. I always add things like some cilantro, which they might have had on there. I think they did send me cilantro. No, but I'll add cilantro and some other things to this. It doesn't, these meal kits, the everyplate, great price, but they do have a lot of prep and work involved. So I would say if I was going to choose, if I had an unlimited budget, right? You know what I'm saying? Green Chef is probably my favorite. It has really fun recipes, 100% gluten-free, but they're not super kid-friendly. Then I do like HelloFresh, and I like how some of those ones, they will have it like in a bag. So everything's like much easier. When my daughter went to cook these, it was much easier when she just could grab it in a bag. I haven't really done Blue Apron, so it sounds like I need to do that one. I'll have to be next on my list. I tend to do the ones that like give me a really deep discount to start. Now, if you're looking for, I would love to hear you guys, what kind of cooking you want. Like, are you looking for, I just want something fun, try something new, not have to think about what to buy? That's a big thing. I don't want to have to think about what products, whatever. So that's why I like these. But if you just want to like microwave something or heat it up, I did try my Aunt Kathy, when I went and visited her when we went to our trip to Punta Cana, right? I took her to Punta Cana with me. Yay, thank you, Plexus. She made dinner for me that night using the Factor meals. that are like almost like they send them to you, they're all fresh, super good. And there's lots of high protein options. So if you're really like, if you're cooking for one, if you're kind of like want really simple, easy, and customizable, I would recommend those. And I'm not getting paid for any of this. This isn't sponsored. Sometimes I do sponsored things. This isn't. This is me sharing what I do. So that I would totally look into that one. If I was single, I would do that one 100%. But it's not really affordable like for a family. So I definitely like the meal kits. And I really recommend, I think it's worth investment to do the meal kits every once in a while. It's going to get you the habit of being back in cooking and teach you stuff and get you comfortable. It's a great thing to like get you cooking, because the best thing you can do for your health is to cook real food. Yeah, HelloFresh is fun. Yeah, exactly, right? I find this really fun. When I get that box on my doorstep, I'm like, woo! I'm a dork. I love cooking. But this gets it exciting, you guys. You really just need to feel comfortable cooking. And it's way better than eating out. I totally believe people could lose weight if you have not done a lot of your own cooking, and you swap to this. You can pick recipes that are like high protein, more veggie. You can customize like less rice is what I usually do. Lots of potentials. So this is them. I can show you guys. Do you want to see some of my other meals that I have? So like this is sweet potatoes, broccoli, and chicken with a sauce. Again, the sauce that I normally wouldn't do, right? So it's a lot of times it's just roasting veggies. Super easy, super simple. This one is a spicy bean and rice pepper quesadilla. So again, this is gluten, but I would just do gluten-free tortillas and then save those for the kids. And I'm going to throw meat in here. I need plenty of protein. Again, this is a pork chop with a sauce, and then you have roasted potatoes, zucchini. And then again, so like a lot of these ones are really simple with this everyplate. If you go to some of the other ones, the HelloFresh, and I'm betting you the Blue Apron, they have more out of the box recipes, a little more creative, something new. But this works. And like, I don't mind potatoes, carrots, broccoli. I like those. Like, so I'm fine. But I'll mix it up every once in a while. So I probably do these every few months. Then I'll get one or two, and depending. And I got these because for Plexus, they gave me, I earned like $2,500 before the trip. So I used some of that money that I could have used on the resort, but they gave it to me as cash. So I used that money to buy some of these meal kits for when I was gone. So that was really nice. So then my family could cook. So thank you guys for being on. This was great. Let me know if this is helpful, if you want to see more recipes, and I'll talk to you later.